Hey, this is just a kind of quick-ish video, I guess. I apologise for the lighting. It is night time, and my light doesn't make my room that bright, particularly for the camera, so I apologise for that. It's not necessarily such a bad thing for me anyway, because I've not got makeup on, so it kind of hides that fact a little bit. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about today was a year and a day. Now, I watch a YouTube channel called Dragon Feather. She's actually one of my favourite pagan or spiritual YouTubers. Mainly because I guess I find her more accessible because she's a similar age to myself. So I find her videos a lot more accessible. Don't get me wrong, other videos are very, very interesting and are good for building my knowledge, but I find her videos entertaining as well as educational. But yeah, she's recently started doing a year on a day on her channel, and she's doing kind of a series for that. And it kind of inspired me to finally start my year in a day as well. I'm not going to be doing it the same as what she's doing on her channel though, because she's kind of following a specific book which she has, which kind of guides her through the year in a day, and she's making videos based on that and telling people like the information from the book. But I'm going to go about it a little bit differently. I've decided I'm going to start my year in a day on Yule this year and end my year in a day on Yule next year. And I'm going to kind of, rather than writing my findings in a book of shadows, I'm going to just kind of keep a diary of what I learn and kind of build that up throughout the year. And I may kind of revise the same thing for a few days so that I remember it. Because I want to actually take in the knowledge I'm learning rather than just read a chapter of a book and then go on to something else. I want to actually remember what I'm learning. So I'm going to plan my year and a day in advance, because I've got a good, probably about a month to properly plan it. So what I'd like to do is kind of segment each quarter of the year into each element, so that I kind of focus on the elements as the year goes round, kind of. But at the same time, I also want to segment it between the Sabbats and the Essabats, and kind of get into the flow of the actual kind of pagan year. And rather than just studying, I want to kind of look at my observations of things around me as I'm learning as well. I plan on practicing a particular craft, either a new one every month or focusing on a specific one until I feel I know it enough to move on to something else. So for example, I'd look at things like runes. They're kind of my priority because they're the one that I find the most interesting. Probably palmistry, maybe palmistry actually, I'm not sure if I'll do palmistry in my year in a day or if I'll do it afterwards. I would like to look into crystals though, because I have actually got quite a lot of crystals, but I don't really utilise them, so I'd like to kind of get into that a bit more. I'd also like to look at the tarot a little bit as well, and as you probably know from my channel, I'm quite into fairies, and if I am doing the whole thing where I segment each quarter of the year into the elements, I'd like to kind of fit my study about the fairies and elementals into those segments as well. So, for example, air elementals or fire elementals in the different quarters that they come in. I'm also going to study about the deities that I follow and the myths surrounding them. So in effect, I'm going to be looking and reading in depth into the Greek myths and kind of reading the stories first before I look into more depth into the gods, because I would quite like to kind of know the stories behind them first of all. And once I've done that, I will of course kind of look in depth into Hades, Apollo, Poseidon and Athena, who I have spoken about previously on this channel. And then once I've looked at them, I'll kind of do a slightly less detailed looking into the other gods, just so I know about them all. I may find that I bring more of the gods into my practice, or I may have less of them. I may even change them around depending on what my studies find. I'm also going to look into local wildlife and local nature around me and try and bring that into my practice as well. And I'm going to figure out a way of kind of doing some sort of daily practice, even if it's only for, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes, because I feel like it's important to practice daily so that you can retain the knowledge that you are taking in, as it were. So I'm going to be doing that. So yeah, that's just kind of a little bit letting you know what my plan is. I will of course update you. I don't think I will do daily videos for my year in a day, but what I will probably do is I'd like to do a video maybe a week or so after each festival on the Wheel of the Year. But the reason I say a week after is because I want to take the time to properly celebrate the festival first and look at the information I've already looked at before I talk about it in a video. So altogether I'll probably do 8 videos overall, each on each festival on the Wheel of the Year. I probably won't do a video after Yule on the first one. I might do a video just to say, hey, I've started, but I won't be giving a lot of information in that video. The video where I'd probably give more information on Yule would actually be next year's Yule, when I actually complete the whole year in a day. But yeah, that's kind of just a general overview of my plan. I will of course, in addition to the 8 videos that I do for the year in a day anyway, I will do kind of more of my normal videos as well, but obviously they're kind of more as and when, because obviously I have deadlines with college now, so it's difficult for me to keep up with these videos every single week. So it's kind of more of an as and when type situation with them. But yeah, I am still going to be posting videos. But yeah, I just thought I'd kind of talk to you guys a bit about that. But I guess now I shall go because this video is getting to be about 10 minutes long. Okay, bye.